Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're talking Dior. So when I say Dior, I'm talking about Dior's most famous handbag, the Lady Dior. Now I've been a fan of Dior's handbags for a long time, and I always knew that being a collector of handbags and someone who loves handbags, that eventually I wanted to add a Lady Dior to my collection. Now, as you know, Lady Diana made this bag hugely popular by carrying it all around the world. And then it got renamed to the Lady Dior bag in her honor. Now, I had gone and I had tried on the Lady Dior in the boutique many times. And I was always struggling with what size to get and what color or material to choose because there are so many options. But this last July, Kyle, my fiance, and I were in Dublin for a wedding, and we decided to go to London afterwards for a little vacation. And when we went, I went into the Dior boutique thinking I would just try on the bag, maybe narrow it down a little bit about what I wanted. But I ended up walking out with the bag, and I am so excited. I ended up going with the mini Lady Dior in black lambskin with champagne or light gold hardware. And this bag is beautiful, guys, it's beautiful. And to be honest, for a long time, I wasn't sure if I was gonna go with the medium or the mini. I thought that the medium might be more practical because I could carry more stuff in it. But the more I thought about it, the medium still comes with the zip top closure, and it's really hard to get your hand inside. And it's also really hard to then pull it open to see what items you have inside when you're, just looking for something when you're out. So after a while, I thought, maybe this wouldn't be the best bag for me. Another reason why I didn't go with the medium size is because I didn't really know how I wanted to pair it with things. Although this is a beautiful bag, the Lady Dior in general I think sometimes it can be more of a serious bag, or a bag where I'm not always sure what to wear it with, or a bag that I'm not always sure how to style necessarily. And if I was gonna get the Lady Dior, I wanted to make sure I was getting a bag that I knew I could wear, and I knew I could wear a lot, because it's not a cheap bag, guys. It's a Dior bag. So this bag in the US retails for $3,400. That's with the price increase. I think it used to be listed as $3,250 in the US. I think the price increase was pretty recent, actually, because when I was looking up prices online, I think some of the places still had the old price listed, so I'm not sure about that. But I did save a little bit money by buying it in the UK, and then of course I saved on when I got VAT back. Another reason why I ended up going with the mini versus the medium size was price. So as I said, the mini right now retails in the US for $3,400, but the medium sells for $4,450. So that is a big difference. And I also wanted to talk about why I chose the material and color that I did. So I'm gonna be completely honest, I was a little nervous about lambskin. I have a few Chanel bags, but they are all in caviar, and this was gonna be my very first lambskin bag. And I know people say that lambskin, really isn't as delicate as people think it is, but I mean, I was still nervous about it, and because I know myself, and if it's a bag that I'm afraid of ruining, I'm just not gonna wear it. And I did not want that to be the case with this bag. So I looked at it in patent leather, and I almost went with that, to be honest. But then I thought about it, and to me, I love patent leather, but it can make a statement sometimes. And I wanted something that was a little bit more understated, and I thought that that's what the lambskin did. Another thing that I love about this bag is the color of the hardware. This champagne hardware, this light gold hardware, is absolutely beautiful. And I hadn't seen the bag in this color before, in this hardware. I'd seen it in, the gold hardware and the silver hardware. And I wasn't sure which one of those I was gonna go for. But when I asked to see it in the boutique, the sales associate brought this bag out with the light gold hardware, and I was like, oh my God, that's it, that's the one. And so that kind of pushed me over the edge. But then when I tried this bag on, the mini size, I realized that it really could be an everyday bag in the mini size for me. And what I mean by that is, since the bag is shrunken down so small, it doesn't seem quite so serious to me, at least in my opinion. I think it can be really cute if you wear it crossbody, and I think it can be cute with a lot of different outfits. I think when bags get down to this small of a size, they can be, I think it's easier to wear them. I think it's easier to wear them every single day, in my opinion, especially since I'm usually reaching for crossbody bags and small crossbody bags. So this is the bag. You have the iconic Dior Cannage print, beautiful, beautiful shiny lambskin. You have the two top handles here, the champagne gold hardware here with the Dior hardware. You have CD on the Dior hardware on each of these grommets. It also comes with this beautiful champagne gold hardware chain, and it has a strap at the top for your shoulder, which I love because it keeps the bag from slipping off your shoulder, and it keeps it really comfortable. And I actually like that the top here has the chain part too. I think it makes it a little bit more dressy than if it was just plain leather. So on the smaller side, Dior now does these little, I don't know what you would call this, like a flap top. So it doesn't hook, it doesn't snap, it doesn't button, it just kind of folds in, and you can open it up like this just by pulling it out, and you can see everything inside. And to me, this is a lot more practical than a zipper, especially in a bag like this that's so stiff and structured, to be able to open it up. This to me makes the most sense. At first I wasn't sure that I liked that. It was just kind of a flap. I thought maybe it looked a little messy, but now I understand how much easier it makes your life. So inside you have the red fabric lining. Very, very pretty here. And you have a zip pocket in the back. Let's see if you can see that here. Can you see that zip pocket? Yeah. But it's a pretty straightforward bag inside. Besides that back zip pocket, it's completely just an empty shell. Let me put the strap on for you. You can wear the bag so comfortably crossbody. You can also wear it over one shoulder. You can of course detach the chain and just carry it as a handheld bag. That's something I would never do, but I'm also not a hand carry kind of girl. I prefer to wear this bag crossbody. I think that it dresses it down a little. I think it makes it a little bit more casual, which makes it more wearable for my lifestyle, which I really like. I can't give you a complete review on this bag because I haven't had it for too long, so I can't really give you a great idea on wear and tear. So this is more of a first impressions. So far, I've been really, really enjoying it. I've been enjoying wearing it. It's been easy to get in and out of when I've been out. I just think it's kind of fun too with the little handles and stuff. I just think it's such a cute little bag. Another great thing about this bag is it's super classic, so it's not going anywhere. You know it's not going out of style. It's been around for years. It's gonna be around for many, many more years. So if you're looking at this bag, there's a few things that I think you should think about. One, I think you should think about size, and I think you should think about price. For the longest time, I was thinking about getting this bag pre-loved, and that's because Dior bags just historically do not hold their value. A lot of times you can buy them pre-loved for very, very good prices. And for instance, even for this video, I looked on Fashion File and I found a few mini Lady Diors for fairly good prices, from the low 2000s to the upper 2000s. So that's a significant amount of savings. Now, those are in a variety of colors, so you might have to wait some time to get the color to come up that you're exactly looking for. But if you have the patience and you have the time, you can save a substantial bit of money by going pre-loved. I ended up not going pre-loved mainly because I hadn't seen the champagne gold hardware in that many places on pre-loved websites, and also because I was in London and I was able to get this bag at a cheaper price than in the US, and especially with the VAT savings. So I've seen this bag in many, many different textures. I've seen it in calfskin. I've seen it, of course, in lambskin, in patent. I've also seen it in velvet recently. And I also know that it comes in that supple material too, which is a little bit less structured, a little bit more squishy. But overall, I'm very happy I went with the lambskin. So let's talk about what fits inside this bag. So I always like to start off by trying to put in my mini pochette, because it's usually probably the largest SLG or small leather good that I carry with me. So we'll just slide it in there. And when I put it in, immediately I notice that it takes up the majority of the room. inside. So this is not an SLG or a small leather good that I would carry with me on an everyday basis when I'm using this bag. So let's just take that out. Let's put in a Chanel card holder, a Louis Vuitton zippy coin purse, put in my Louis Vuitton Rosalie coin purse, and where's my phone? Let's put my phone in. So this is what it looks like inside. This fits perfectly, no problem at all. And then when I put the flat back over it, as you can see, it covers it very nicely. No problem at all. What I will say though, if you have a larger phone, it's not going to be able to fit in vertically. Even with my regular iPhone, it's not an iPhone Plus, even with that standing straight up, you can still see it. So I would put my phone in sideways. You might want to be careful if you're thinking about getting the mini, about trying to put your phone in it while you're in the boutique. I would just try that just because you don't want to be walking out of the boutique with a bag that you can't fit your phone in. I also want to note that a full-size wallet is not going to fit in there. Definitely, definitely not. So if I were carrying this bag, or when I'm carrying this bag, I definitely would always go with a card holder or a small compact wallet. So overall, do I recommend this bag? Absolutely. I am so glad that I decided to pull the trigger on this bag. I've been thinking about it for so long, for many, many years. And I'm so glad that I waited and really thought about it and took my time. I think previously, if I had just jumped in, I probably would have gone with the size medium and I would have probably regretted it. So I'm glad I got the mini. And although this probably won't be an everyday bag for me, I'm glad that it could be if I wanted it to be. I'm glad that I'm not as scared as the lambskin as I used to be. I really do think that this bag is gonna look great with so many different outfits, and in the mini size, I think I'll be able to pull it off all the time. So, but I'm really, really interested to see how I do with this lambskin, especially since I've been very nervous about it. I've been really hyping myself up and giving myself pep talks to not worry about it and to just wear it. So I'd love to come back in a few months or a year and give you an update on this bag and how it's wearing. So that does it for this video. If you have any questions, please leave them for me down in the description box. I would love to answer them. And if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. I put out new videos every week, and I'd love to have you part of my YouTube channel. Talk to you guys next time. Bye.